Last of the investigators. All right, let's get started.
One journey will end in purgatory. But let us pray that they who travel the depths of hell will this time reach paradise.
This is the next one.
No, not this one. Close, but not quite.
Well, sir?
Let me see that.
Are you sure that this is the one, sir?
Yeah. Thanks. Good to see you again. Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
You okay? Get yourself together! Cover me!
Signal acquired. Collecting the package.
This is practically an obsession with you.
Soon, you'll have faith in this one, too. This soldier is the traveler we've been waiting for. The one who will bear the punishment for our having strayed from the paths of righteousness.
You do like your poetic turns of phrase, don't you? But I'm not in the mood for them. I'll get straight to the point. I read the report. This one's infected.
Yes. Which is what put the subject in suspended animation. But it won't be long before that ends.
And then a threat to mankind becomes reality.
That won't be the case.
Why not?
I told you, this soldier is a traveler. A traveler who is going to enter the gates of hell for us.
What a ridiculous... Are you serious? After how long it's been since we've heard from the Corps? With the energy we have left, we don't even know if anyone we send would make it through. And you want to risk the fate of the section on this? An infected?
That is why this one is the perfect candidate. This soldier cannot live in our world anymore. To put it another way, no one is more qualified to carry out a mission on the other side. Am I wrong? There's one other advantage that no one else has. Look at the left arm.
It's just an arm.
That arm was lost 6 months ago when it was severed.
What?
And yet, it regenerated. A result of the infection-stimulating tissue growth. Nothing we haven't seen before. Except this time, we're talking about human tissue. Evidence of remarkable adaptation against the infection. With the dead running rampant on the other side, this one is more than capable of responding to the threats there. 1943, Philadelphia. Teleportation. That experiment gave us our first glimpse of the future. Now this soldier can give us everything we've been after ever since.
All we've done is continue to fail, including 6 months ago. We cannot take a chance on ideas with no basis in reality.
There is a basis for this. Those who have descended to hell are able to see further than others, Gruen.
Another one of your prophecies. Enough of that nonsense.
My proposal will bring glory to the section and to you. You intend to use this one as a test subject in the future, don't you? But any result of those efforts would be trivial. If this mission succeeds, the rewards will be immeasurable. Think of the research and how it's stagnated. Better yet, this could lead directly to the power that unites the world.
I'll get the section on board. After all, you acting on your own authority would be unforgivable. I'll give you instructions in due course. Until then, do not take matters into your own hands.
Don't take matters into my own hands, huh? How blissfully unaware they are. The future is in my hands. Standing in D-Day, The world beyond the wormholes. Abandon all hope from here on. Not to mention fear and doubt. Your Beatrice is waiting up ahead. Better get going. As I mentioned in the briefing, first order of business is to head for base camp.
Don't move! Hands up! Back away from him!
Your gear? A Mother Base survivor? Hey, you okay? What did you do to him? That luck of yours rubs off on me. I just had to shoot my brothers. I'm not gonna die here, that's for sure. I've got a long list of questions for you. What are those things? Where are we? What happened to my unit? Tell me!
I'll answer your questions.
Who are you?
The man you're talking to. If you need a name, call me Good Luck. And you? What do I call you?
Name's Reeve.
Of course.
What's so funny?
Nothing, forget it. Now, as promised, let me answer your other questions. The monsters you encountered are called Wanderers. I'll spare you the details, but they were once human like you and I, until they were infected by some unknown life form, which turned them into what you saw. And you were in a world destroyed by Wanderers. Welcome to D-Tay. It exists in a dimension separate from your own.
Unknown life form? Separate dimension? What kind of shit are you trying to pull?
This is no joke. Whether you believe me or not, look around you. Clearly you realize the predicament you're in. Which brings me to this. I want to give you an opportunity. Work with us. Do that, and I'll make sure you have a ticket out of there. We're your only lifeline. Surely you're not gonna turn that down.
When this is over, I'm gonna send you to hell myself.
I like that answer. Now, as before, head through those ruins to base camp. How you go about that is up to you and the captain.
Captain? You mean this clown?
You have an objection? We're the ones who went there to complete a mission in the first place. I didn't think you would have a problem taking orders from someone else.
Alright, whatever. Okay, I've got an idea. Like Good Luck said, we need to head to this base camp. But we have to make sure we don't bring any of those things with us. Luckily, I have some C4 an engineer in my unit was carrying. More than enough to bring this place down. I'll go plant the C4. Meanwhile, you get on out of here and secure our escape route. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Don't you run off without me, Captain.
You'll be good to have around. But for now, you're not gonna leave without a weapon, are you? Craft something out of the materials around you. All sorts of things wash up in Dite from other dimensions. Some of them will help you complete your mission, so go on, don't be shy. Finders keepers, right?
All right. Revival went A-OK. I know you've just woken up and you're probably wondering what the hell's going on, but we're short on time. I'll give you the gist of things while we wait for the wormhole digger to finish starting up. Okay, so basically, I'm going to be sending you to another dimension. Yeah, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but I haven't got time to answer them. Just listen to me. Take a look at this photo. 1968, South Vietnam. It was taken in a town in the north by a journalist accompanying American forces. He took it right before he was killed. Killed by the thing in this photo. And that thing used to be human. Don't believe me? In the section we have a name for humans that have turned into these monsters. We call them Wanderers. They get infected by this life form we've yet to fully understand. And they end up like that. Wanderers are extremely ferocious. They attack anyone they see indiscriminately. But the worst part is, even when you destroy a Wanderer, the life form that infected the person doesn't die. If we don't do something about them before we know it, there will be enough of them to destroy the human race. Fortunately for us, back then they appeared in a part of Vietnam where American forces were fighting. That meant we were able to send in a team, in amongst our boys, to wipe them out fast. We got every last one of them. We made the operation look like one of the massacres that occurred throughout the country. Of course, there's a reason the section was able to detect their presence. We've known about this life form for decades now, and about the world it comes from. While it looks a lot like ours, it's populated by Wanderers. It's like a vision of hell. We at Wardenclyffe Section first observed a wormhole to this other world about 30 years ago. We've studied them ever since. The reason being, we can extract energy from Wanderers. We call it Kuban energy. We're talking about a massive energy source. One that could very well shift the balance of power in the world. As you know, 6 months ago, an enormous wormhole appeared over Mother Base when XOF attacked you. That event enabled us to obtain the coordinates of their world. So for the first time since our research began, we sent out a manned expedition team, the Charon Corps. But we lost all contact with the Corps a while back. Our assumption is they're all dead. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, recover the research data the Charon Corps left behind and gather Kuban energy. Second, rescue any Corps survivors you come across. I'm aware that ideally we'd be sending a team that's fully equipped for this kind of mission, but there's no time for that. Not with the Hound of Hell after us. Plus, with the energy we have at the moment, the wormhole will only be able to transport one person. You'd rather sit this one out? Sorry, but you don't get a choice. The reason being, you're already infected with that life form I was telling you about. And if you don't want to turn into one of those things, you better do what I tell you. The Charon Corps' research data should include information on a way to prevent a person from turning into a Wanderer. Looks like the digger's ready. When you arrive on the other side, start by heading for the base camp that the Corps used. I'll be issuing all instructions by radio. Guess I'll see you in hell. Good luck, Captain.
That's base camp you can see from there. Make your way to its location.
I'm all right. I can make it on my own.
Life forms detected. Waking from emergency sleep mode. Rebooting. Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9, reboot complete. It has been 34 days, 9 hours, 12 minutes, and 2 seconds. Commencing debrief.
Take a closer look. They aren't with the Karen Corps.
I detect a device on you. Connect it to me. Line of communications with section authenticated.
Personal data acquired. Welcome aboard Karen's boat, Captain.
Why don't I begin by introducing myself? I am Standalone Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9. It's nice to meet you.
Monsters, now talking machine.
No need to be surprised. She was originally the Charon Corps support AI. They were scheduled to rendezvous there.
Internal database voice print match. It's been a long time, good luck.
It sure has, Virgil. Sorry to spring this on you so soon, but I'd like to give you a new mission. You can find the details in the captain's file. Well, this was unexpected. The wormhole's closing as I speak. Probably have to plan to thanks for this. Virgil, you take over as the captain's mission support. I'm counting on you.
Good luck's gotta go dark. Hope we'll be alright.
Do not worry. I will assume the role of the captain's mission support.
We've downloaded mission information from the device you connected. Our support systems are already up and running. According to this information, the Karen Corps has already ceased its activities.
The captain's mission is to recover the Corps' data and gather Kuban energy. The mission also includes exploring Dite and rescuing any survivors. Is this correct?
So, the two of you are talking to each other. What's the deal with that? There's some reason there are two of you?
That reason is unknown. Originally, when I was participating in the Karen Corps' operations, he didn't exist. What I deduce from this is he is a personality created out of necessity amid the unforeseen situation that forced me to enter emergency sleep mode.
And what might that unforeseen situation be?
Unknown. When it occurred, all data I acquired while supporting the Corps was lost.
What exactly do you know?
We're AIs designed to offer special operations support. I imagine we'll be able to provide you and the captain with valuable information for your mission.
Alright, so why don't you start being useful? I don't know the first thing about this place, or the monsters here. Tell us everything you know.
This world is located on the other end of a wormhole, or a distortion in space-time. For convenience, we call this world Dite. We've learned in the course of our investigation that Dite's environment is very similar to that of Earth.
However, it is decisively different from Earth in factors such as the presence of wanderers and the dust.
Dust?
The dust is a mist-like substance made up of micro-sized particles of unknown composition. It covers the greater part of Dite. It is extremely toxic to humans, and without some form of countermeasure, a person cannot operate within it unimpeded.
How do we get back to our world?
There is a way, though this is not currently possible.
Why not?
To return home, we need to activate a device called the Digger, which is capable of generating large wormholes. However, we lack the data to do this.
The Karen Corps intended to use the Digger to return home, so it's highly likely that the data you will recover will describe how to activate it.
Looks like my only way out of here is to help you with this mission. Let's split up to look. Just need to find this Corps' data.
If I may be so forward, the captain should probably be the one doing the searching. Mr. Reeve, sir, I detect in you localized hyperthermia, most likely caused by severe inflammation. I do not recommend staying on your feet for too long.
You can read me like a book, huh?
Well, I think we have a plan. Let's get started right away. It's going to be a long road, but remember, Captain, a journey of 1,000 miles wasn't built in a day.
I think the expression is either a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or Rome wasn't built in a day, isn't it?
Is that so?
Sorry, Captain. Looks like the accident did a number on her bits and bytes.
Well, this is it. The home stretch.
We'll be okay going through this? This'll take us home, right?
This isn't over yet. Keep Chris safe.
I know. You take care of yourself too.
Everyone, are you ready to defend it?
In that case, I'll start the Digger.
Wormhole generation has surpassed 90%. The wormhole will stabilize momentarily.
I see things are going smoothly.
Gruen,
Yes. With communications open again, I wanted to talk to you. To give you all a warning.
what's that supposed to mean?
Listen to me carefully. At this rate, the wormhole is going to fail again. You must increase the digger's output immediately.
I cannot comprehend that order. If we increase the output any further, it will only attract more wanderers. Calculations show that the current output is already sufficient to generate the wormhole.
And what if those calculations are wrong? We've been looking into things here. We've discovered that unbeknownst to us, Goodluck installed a black box in Virgil. It's possible that this black box is influencing Virgil's thinking as we speak.
Now that you mention it, I did come across a data area with some crazy encryption. It's been there since she first became operational.
Goodluck has already prevented you from getting home once with his data tampering. Remember what happened. The same thing will happen again.
I would ask for Goodluck to explain himself. I'm sure he can clear up this misunderstanding.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Goodluck is dead. He committed suicide. I made my way there as soon as I heard, but his body was already cold. It wasn't just this unauthorized mission or his tampering with Virgil. We suspected him of numerous betrayals against our organization. Whatever he was after, I will not allow anyone else to suffer as a result of his actions. Let his death be the end of this foolish expedition. Am I clear? Do not listen to the AI. If you want to make it home, increase the digger's output to its maximum.
Captain, mathematically speaking, there is ample evidence to support my deduction that increasing the output will be dangerous. Do you still wish to increase the output?
I'd like to believe you, but you did see something funny going on with Virgil's program, right, Chris?
If Goodluck's tricked us again, who knows what might happen this time? I think we should increase the output. You agree, right, Captain?
Are we sure this is the right move?
You don't need me anymore, do you?
We will respect your wishes. Increasing wormhole digger output. I hope this decision is the best course of action for you. Sorry to keep you waiting. The wormhole activation sequence has been completed.
We did it!
Please, everyone, step into the wormhole.
So long, Captain. It has been an honor working with you. Oh no. The wormhole was stable, but I now detect energy fluctuations within it. Something is disrupting the wormhole.
Captain, look!
There is no mistaking this reading. The Lord of Dust.
Get him! Right!
Captain, get to the wormhole at once.
It appears as though the Lord of Dust is attracted to the digger's energy.
Hurry to the top. Under the circumstances, returning home through the wormhole is the optimum escape route.
Captain, you must hurry. You cannot let the Lord of Dust catch up to you. If it travels through the wormhole, it will likely end up in your world.
Once you have all gone through, we'll close the wormhole to prevent it from following you.
Please, you have to trust us.
I detect rising energy levels in the Lord of Dust's body cavity. It must be about to attack. You wouldn't survive a direct hit from one of those. You must get out of here.
Watch out!
Looks like we're all here.
But are we really? I knew it! We are home, aren't we? No! How?
We're not home.
Where are we then?
Playing message.
Hello again, everyone. Do me a favor and don't move for a moment. Welcome to the next circle. Hate to break it to you, but your journey's not over yet. I'm sure you have plenty of new questions, but first, let's get you somewhere safe. Continue. If you're listening to this, it means I'm already on my way to purgatory. In other words, this is a recording, so I can't answer any of your questions. That said, I can answer one thing that's probably on your mind. Why are you back home? What did you do wrong? That's what I'd want to know. The answer is this. You didn't do anything wrong. Everything that's happened was supposed to happen. And you've ended up exactly where I wanted you to. I imagine you don't like me very much right now, and I couldn't blame you. But there's something I still need you to do. And that is, to destroy the Lord of Dust. Everything I have planned, prepared, and executed has been for this one purpose. Sending the captain to Dite, having you find others and become stronger, and now sending you there. Because that is where you will find the weapon that can destroy it. The forward operating base you're in right now was built by the Charon Corps. Consider it your new base of operations. There's a survivor from the Corps somewhere in the area. Start by making contact with him. He holds the key to destroying the Lord of Dust. Oh, and please, don't blame Virgil for what happened. The events that led you to being there, this recording, neither she nor he had any knowledge of these. I know they'll continue to do whatever it takes to help you complete your mission. Emotions are probably still running high, but one day you'll understand. Understand how the fate of mankind rests on this mission. And you are the leader of this mission. I'm counting on you, Captain.
That is the end of Good Luck's message.
That son of a bitch. He's still screwing with us.
The man is dead. Get angry all you want, but what good will it do now?
What was that he meant by the fate of mankind resting on this mission?
One thing does come to mind. It has to do with why Mr. Gruen wanted you to increase the output of the digger. I suspect it was because he was trying to bring the Lord of Dust into our world.
What?
That level of output truly was unnecessary for us to return home. He likely wanted to increase its size in order for the Lord of Dust to be able to go through it.
But why would you want that?
Gruen wanted to secure a large energy source, it would seem. After all, the Lord of Dust contains a massive amount of energy, far greater than any Wanderer.
But if something like that ended up in our world?
It would pose an extremely high threat to the planet.
This is only a guess, but I think Good Luck wanted to destroy the Lord of Dust to prevent Gruen from getting his hands on it.
In that case, you really could say the fate of mankind rests on this mission.
This has got nothing to do with me.
Reeve!
As far as saving the world and Good Luck's mission goes. But it looks like we're gonna have to take out that thing in order to get home. We might not be so lucky next time it attacks.
Well, alright then, it's settled. Let's go find this Charon survivor Good Luck was talking about.
I will continue to provide mission support, assuming you all trust me.
Sorry for doubting you before. We have faith in you, Virgil. Let's make it home together.
I am going to make you suffer. Until you remember what pain is. Damn it! Called for help, huh?
Believed that you would come.
So you've decided to join us? Very well. We welcome you. Don't be afraid. Soon, you will know. Know just how very small and lonely human existence has been. Join us. Paradise is here. Come with us.
The captain's awake.
Captain, try to remain calm as I update you. After you lost consciousness, I did a full examination on you. It is apparent that the unknown life form, the dread dust, which was inactive within you, has been reactivated through contact with Seth. At this rate, in the not-too-distant future, you will likely turn into a wanderer. There is only one way to stop the infection from spreading, and that is to destroy the Lord of Dust, the source of all dread dust.
Seems so.
I say we kill this captain. Or at least we should lay a strict watch.
Hey, now hold on. The captain saved all of us. If it wasn't for the captain, we would have been dead a long time ago. We can't just...
You want to see someone you care that much about turn into one of those things?
I don't think we need to eliminate, or even lock up, the captain.
Why do you say that?
Because I believe in the captain.
Well, belief isn't gonna stop an infection. If we do let the captain continue to lead us, we need to establish how much time we have.
In that case, I can present a figure. The captain has 12 days remaining. The same amount of time it will take the infection to overwhelm me.
You're infected? Why didn't you tell us?
Allow me to explain this part. At one point while I was participating in the Karen Corps' mission, I became infected with the dread dust, and it began to spread within me. At that time, I temporarily quarantined all of my networks to protect myself. I rewrote my programming to enable infected areas and non-infected areas to function independently. As a result, my awareness was divided into two, and this personality was born.
Why are you only telling us this now? Did Good Luck orchestrate this confession too?
No. Like the captain, when we came into contact with Seth, our countermeasures were disabled, and the dread dust began to spread once more. This resulted in my independent networks being rejoined, and my records of the Karen Corps' mission were restored. At the same time, I was able to access all information Seth, that is, the dread dust, possesses. Everything has been revealed to me. Dita does not exist in a dimension separate from your own. This is your world. This is its future. This is Earth in the 22nd century. Everything exists within a single timeline. Beginning several decades after your lifetimes, the world has been destroyed over and over. The cause of this time loop is the monster we know as the Lord of Dust. The Lord of Dust appears to be an aggregate of dread dust. To satisfy the dust's instinct to propagate, the Lord of Dust uses a wormhole to travel to the past, where it assimilates everything it can, thus destroying the world. Continuing to exist in that world, the Lord of Dust then travels back to the past through another wormhole, repeating the process. In this way, the world is trapped in endless cycles of destruction. From analyzing the memories of the dread dust, it appears its origin can in fact be traced to the invention of medical nanomachines. However, how many cycles ago the dust emerged, that is unclear. The only way to stop this process is to destroy the Lord of Dust. Fortunately, of all the temporal axes in which the Lord of Dust exists, the one in this time is the weakest in terms of its energy stores. Given the state it is in right now, if we use Sahelanthropus's armament, namely the Archaea blades and the railgun together, it is theoretically possible to destroy it. However, The destruction of the Lord of Dust will have one negative effect. Assuming the cause of all loops is the Lord of Dust, there is an extremely high probability that its destruction will mean the coordinates for the wormhole connecting this time and your time will no longer be valid. In other words, destroying it may mean you will never be able to return to your time.
No.
But please, you needn't worry. I won't let that happen to you. If you prepare the weapons for the attack, then once you have all traveled through the wormhole back to your time, I can destroy the Lord of Dust myself.
But, in that case, you'd be trapped here forever, wouldn't you? Virgil? Virgil!
Massive gravitational anomaly detected. Oh my. My presumption is, this is the Lord of Dust itself preparing to generate a wormhole for time travel.
At some point, it will likely come to attack our base of operations. That is, base camp. As currently, our presence is the one thing that can stop it from achieving its goal. Estimated time of attack is 11 days from now. Exactly 1 day before the infection will overwhelm the captain and me.
You must finish your preparations to intercept the Lord of Dust before then. The railgun will only require some standard repairs, but the issue is the other weapons needed to strike at the Lord of Dust, the Archaea Blades.
The greater part of these weapons systems are dependent on the actions of a special group of organisms called the Metallic Archaea. However, these metallic archaea have had to alter their composition in order to survive in an environment now full of dread dust. Therefore, the archaea blades cannot function with their existing control program. So with the metallic archaea having adapted in composition, in order to use these weapons, we're going to have to modify their control program.
That won't be a problem. Other members of the Corps were working on that. Looks like all the time we put into Sahelanthropus wasn't a waste after all.
Where are they right now? Sorry. That was thoughtless of me.
It's alright. They got taken out by Wanderers. I was away working on something else. I know where they were. I'll pass on the information to Virgil.
Everyone, I want to thank you for your help. All right, commencing operation. Generating wormhole.
You want to rethink this? Now's the time.
You wait until now to say that?
Can you two lovebirds save it for later?
Same for you and your lectures, old man. Okay, everybody ready?
Here it comes!
attack is a success. Now everyone get back to Mother Base. Final battle. Let's go.
Dread dust infection has surpassed 70%. I can no longer acquire the target by myself.
Captain, you'll have to do it for us.
Aim for where its shell is thinnest. That's where it's the weakest.
The railgun takes some time to reload, so keep that in mind.
Just a moment. I'm still getting energy readings from the Lord of Dust.
What? It's doing something!
What's going on?
Everyone, listen up. There is only one way to defeat the Lord of Dust. After running an analysis on the phenomenon we've witnessed just now, one significant problem has come to light.
The Dread Dust didn't begin their existence as organic life. Therefore, they have no concept of death. They began as nanomachines. As long as they have no concept of their own death, they will not cease to function. This appears to be the reason why it has been impossible to destroy them.
I'm just gonna ask you point blank. Is there really a way to beat this thing?
Yes, but before I elaborate, please listen to this.
We don't have time for this
We don't have time for this shit. I can almost hear Reeve when this message starts. I can empathize, because I'm sure you're still in the middle of the battle. But I need you to listen to me. This really will be my final message to you. Consider it my last will and testament. First of all, Reeve, before I continue, I have to apologize to you.
We really don't have time for this. Captain, try hitting it with the railgun again. We can't...
I let you down. I spent 30 years trying, but in the end, I couldn't get you out of that place. Please forgive me.
Let me down. No. You're Chris?
I remember it like it was yesterday. That day, 30 years ago. When the captain got me to the wormhole above base camp and I made it home. But I couldn't have expected what happened next. Instead of going back to 1980, I ended up in Philadelphia in 1943, in the skies above the USS Eldridge. Wardenclyffe section hadn't been around that long, and this was their first full-blown test of the wormhole teleportation. And so I, descending from the skies, became the greatest achievement of the Philadelphia experiment. For the next several years, I was the section's little plaything. But over time, I rose to the rank of researcher and gained more influence in the section. And what supported my research was the device that you, Reeve, gave to me. I quickly became one of the leading scientists in my field. But most of my work was simply me recreating what I'd seen on the device. It wasn't because I was smarter than anyone else. I discovered absolutely nothing. But I was fine with that. I wasn't after fame or fortune. I wanted to atone for what I had done to all of you, what I had done to the world. Thus, the gates of hell were flung open. Though my own personal hell wasn't D-Day, but back here, in reality. For 30 years, I have sacrificed everything to prepare. All these preparations for this one fleeting moment. When you hear this, the Lord of Dust will likely have already opened his door to the past. Captain, it's all up to you and the others. History, the survival of mankind, depends on whether or not you can pull this off. I'm counting on you, heroes without names. The future is in your hands.
That is Good Luck's final message.
Chris.
Virgil, tell me something. How do we destroy this thing?
There is only one way.
I must become one with the Lord of Dust and reveal the concept of death to all Dread Dust.
Once this has happened, fire the railgun at the Lord of Dust and me.
Seth, a human being, understood death, the Dread Dust that infected him. Because it was so dependent on the properties of its host, when Seth's body was destroyed, so was the dust within him. I will do the same thing to the Lord of Dust.
But Virgil, if you do that, you'll...
I am ready for that.
Do you even understand what death is?
At the very least, I have developed my own interpretation of it.
I have spent a long time with the Karen Corps, the captain, and all of you. Journeyed with you, fought alongside you. I have realized that your existence is fragile and fleeting. And while the Dread Dust was eating away at me, I became aware of a concept, an aversion to my existence coming to an end. This could even be called fear. Existence is finite, life is precious, and death is sorrowful. Captain, is my understanding correct? Then I think we have a plan. This truly will be the final battle. The meaning of life, the reason for death, the value of existence. I will teach these to the dust. I will teach them everything I learned having to survive in this world with all of you. I am ready to do this.
We leave the rest of the work to you.
There is no more time.
Goodbye, everyone.
I designated myself as the target. You must do the rest. I truly enjoyed the time we spent together.
You're not alone. Whatever the pain, we'll get through it together. You can do this, Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I am grateful from the bottom of my heart for your resolve.
My mission is to support you. To help you is my desire.
Captain, let me help you.
Back to camp. Let's go home.
Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9, reboot complete. Revealing the concept of death to the Lord of Dust was a success. However, I myself survived the process. Though the destructive power of the railgun was extraordinary, as you can see, it didn't destroy me. It appears my body was built with the same materials used to construct nuclear blast shelters. According to my analysis, it was designed this way in case of nuclear war. This was quite a surprise. Also, the dread dust that had infected us has ceased functioning. As a result, my personalities have merged into one. So I should be able to provide you with firmer guidance from here on. Getting home may turn out to be a long paddle, but as they say, Captain, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Explain yourself. According to you, a massive wormhole would appear over Mother Base during the battle with XOF.
Forgive me. It would appear I made a miscalculation.
Whatever it was, I have to report this to the section. This isn't the first time you've crossed the line with your initiatives. They're going to come down on you hard, I imagine. Better prepare yourself.
Fine by me. History was changed. Thank you, heroes without names. And thank you, Captain. But this isn't the end. Now it's my turn to fight. I will get you all out of that place. And then I continue to keep watch. To ensure that technology run amok cannot destroy the world again. This time, we will build a better future.